My entire power went out. Everything. The computer turned off. The lights are off. Power is off. It shut off, right? Completely shut off. And it sucks because I was ready to go ham on Monster Hunter Frontier. I like had my coffee. I made coffee, thank goodness. Also, it's winter here, like peak winter. So without any sort of heating, it's really, really cold. Also, let me lower this. Almighty, welcome back for 4 months. Hi, hello, good morning. So I'm like, that's weird. And I wait a little bit. And nothing happens. And I call my provider, right? My power provider. Also, one second, I'm changing the music. I call my power provider. And they say, by our records, no one lives in your house. So we turned off your power. And I was like, excuse me? I literally paid my power bill like 2 days ago. And I've been, guys, how many times have I been in this? How long have I been in this house? Like 4 months now? Yeah. They said, by our records, no one lives at this property. So we turned off your power. And I did not know what to say because the audacity and the incompetence. Okay? And they're like, oh, so you live there? And I was like, yes, I paid you the other day. I can pull up my emails of me paying my bills. Who am I paying? And they're like, well, on our records, no one lives there. I'm like, can you please check? Because my power is out. I literally told her, not that it's a problem, but it's my day off. Okay? I need to get work done. So, excuse me, please go check. And they check. And they can see, and this is also after waiting 40 minutes on hold, okay? And they check, and they say, yes, we see on record that you've been paying us for power, but it still says that no one has lived in the property since January. And I'm like, can you just turn the power on, please? I said, okay, one moment. I'm on hold for another 30 minutes. They come back and say, we're going to put forward something to turn your power back on, but it won't be on for 6 hours and you need to wait at the house. I was like, let me run through this with you real quick. The power is out. You say that to you guys, there's no one living at the property, but there is. I've been paying you for 4 months and you turn off the power and you want me to wait 6 hours in this house with no heating, and this is your fault, right? She was like, yes, I am so sorry. Bro, at this point, I am livid. I am livid. This is like 9 a.m., okay? And my entire day that I was going to be off for whatever reasons at the time, out the window. Out the window. I can't even, they're asking me to not leave my house for 6 hours. Okay? And mind you, I haven't even included the fact that they wanted me to go find my serial number or whatever for the meter. And I don't know where that is. Chat, how many of you guys in chat right now know where your meter is for your power in your house that you're staying in right now? If you could go right now and go find it, how many of you guys? Okay, maybe I'm just an idiot. Oh god, maybe I'm just dumb. Never mind. Sorry. Okay, that's on me. Hey, that's on me. I know where my little like power thing is to turn off and on all of the lights, whatever that's called. But there's no serial number there to like the meter to read the power or whatever. I know where the switch box is, the breaker box, but I don't know where my serial number is. The circuit, like I know where the circuit breaker is. The meter to read how much power I'm using, I don't know where that is because it's not in the same place. I do, but I'm an electrician. Thank you for admitting that. Right on the center of the meter. But yeah. My breaker box is not where the meter is. So usually outside. Oh, yeah, I have no idea. I looked outside. Couldn't find it. No idea. Anyway, so I'm pissed, and I apologize to her, of course. I'm like, listen, I know it's not your fault, but I'm really mad right now because this is ridiculous. And I'm like, hey, between you and me, have you seen this before? Has this happened? And she cheekily went, no, this has never happened in the time I've been working here. How does someone... Okay, this is not the end. This is not the end of the story. Sorry. Hold tight. I messaged my neighbor. And I said, hey, is your power out? And I said, yeah, our power is out. So when I bring this to her, because I'm texting while I'm on hold, she's like, well, that doesn't make sense. If the power, if your area was experiencing a power outage, your internet, I mean, your power would still be on in our computers on our end, and it would show that there was just a power outage, so it would turn back on. I'm like, wait, so what is it? So it just so happened. It just so happened that during this power outage, they were like, we're turning your power off because you don't live here anymore. Okay? So I call the people that are in charge of like power outages in the local area. And I'm like, hey, is there power outage? Or they're like, oh yeah, yes, huge. Like we got people on site working on it right now. I'm like, okay, hey, can you do me a favor? Can I just give you my address and you let me know like if it's by me or what's going on? This is a totally different person. Okay. And she's like, were you here yesterday? And I was like, yes, I live here. She was like, yeah, our records show that this house has been vacant since January. And I was like, hey, this address, it's on the rental property. I signed the paperwork. This is the address. I live here. And she's like, not by our government. No one lives there. But I'm like, who? Hey, whose power am I paying? They've come every month. And I've paid power and internet every month. So what is this? Am I alive? Am I dead? Am I paying ghost bills? What's happening? I might be dead. Is your landlord screwing you over? I don't know. So what does this mean? I have two people. I have my power company and someone that just works with the government, the local government for like power outages and just like things like that, right? Who's like, no one lives at the property that you're telling me. I'm like, are you sure? Wake up, Layna. It's been 2 years. What's going on? Yeah, like how do you not have record of anyone living at this property, but I'm paying? Like it baffled my power company. They're like, how are you paying us power when no one's living there? She's starting to wake up. Guys, am I tripping out? Have you checked the local cemetery? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is Layna so hot? Thank you so much. Layna, power bills aren't a game. You can't just break them. What do you mean? What? We miss you. Please wake up. You guys are tripping me out. Am I awake? Hey, someone pinch me. You're graciously paying someone else's bills? But I have fiber internet. I'm not paying anyone's bills. I'm paying my bills. In my country, we have to inform the government when we move. I did. I informed everywhere that I needed to inform, including my bank, that I moved. Guys. Okay, so if for those, I'll write them in strongly worded letter BRB. But to whom? Guys, how many of you all think that my landlord is screwing me over? And if they were, how? How is this? What are they doing? How is that screwing me over? Like, did they not register that someone lives in this home? Talk to an attorney about what? I don't think it's malicious. Avoiding tax. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, do you think that they didn't put forward that there's someone living here so that they don't have to pay taxes? Oh no, Cluck says no. Sorry, one guy says no. That wouldn't be worth it. I don't understand how two separate places that have nothing to do with each other are like, no one lives in the property that you're telling us you live in. No one's registered. Either they're hardworking people or hardworking psychopaths. I wouldn't be surprised if they were psychopaths. I don't think the landlord's screwing you over, but they're incompetent. How many guys would you do something about it? Because I'm leaning on the side of being like, oh well, that was weird. And as long as my internet's working and I can stream, I'm cool. And not my business. Not my business. Not my problem. Not my problem. Hey, so if the stream randomly turns off for no reason at all today, that's why. They're taking rental payments from you without registering you as the renter of a property. That is fraudulent and failure to document rent. What? That's crazy. Okay, as long as you have a generally good relationship. Guys, how many people were around for the beginnings of the birth of the relationship of this new landlord? Guys, when I moved in, the carpet downstairs in the garage had infused with maggots. Guys. And they were like, oh, weird. I didn't know that. That's weird. Huh, that's so crazy. And they didn't pay for removal. I paid for removal. Several $100s to get someone to come in, cut the carpets, pull it out, and take it immediately. Yeah. And they were like, oh, oopsie, didn't know. They didn't pay for it. They didn't pay for it. It was awful, dude. It was awful. Because what was happening, because I was trying to move stuff from the other house into the garage. Oh, if they think that you don't live there, they might try to take the place from you one day, claiming you don't live there. Wait. Yeah, that's why I'm keeping receipts for things. I'm keeping receipts, just so you guys know.